Hey everyone, Kevin here. What I'd like to do in this video is share with you a really cool service called Printify. It is a print on demand service, which basically means that this company, Printify, they handle most of the hard work. They have the products, they allow you to customize those products, and then you can import those products to your store. But they handle the billing, distribution, all that kind of side of it, all the kind of physical side of it, and you just focus on selling the products. So you can see here, it works with Shopify and it works with WooCommerce. Shopify is a hosted shopping service. I've looked at it before for you guys. Very cool service. WooCommerce is a WordPress plugin, which is free to download. So if you've got a WordPress website, you can use the WooCommerce extension. They are going to be adding support for Etsy within the next month or so as well. So stay tuned for that. So you can see the process here. You basically create a product, and then you modify it and you sell it, and they handle the rest, and you get your commissions. So they've got a lot of explanations on the homepage here about how you use it. Of course, you do want to be checking my excellent review. As always, this video is going to be posted in this review, and I explain exactly how it all works. But we all like to sit back and watch videos, don't we? So I'd rather just sit here and explain how it all works. So the process is very simple. If you look through their catalogue, you can see the products that they've got for sale. They've got t-shirts here, v-necks, tank tops, long sleeves, sweatshirts, hoodies, a lot of clothing. They've got phone cases as well. I was really puzzled actually, because they've actually got the iPhone 4, which is several years old. I don't know why that's still there, but they do have the iPhone 8 too, so it's not like they don't have phone cases for newer phones. They don't seem to have any other phones though. You know, they've got the Galaxy S6 and S7 and the iPhone 8, but it's quite limited in that regard. Bags, there's a few bags there. I would say their most extensive range is, obviously mugs, you can decorate it any way you want, but I would say the t-shirts and the clothing range is where the majority of their products are. It'd be good to see them adding more products, more variety to the other types of products. But if you look at t-shirts, they've got a lot of different brands like American Apparel, LAT Apparel, Gideon, is it Gideon or Gildan? I can't even say Gildan. I could hardly see that there. I think I need my eyes tested. Bella Canvas. Look, they've got so much variety. These are all different kinds of jumpers and t-shirts, so there's a lot more variety there. So let's log in and we'll see how this all works. Okay, so when you sign up, this is what you'll see, and it is worth pointing out, this service is free to use, 100% free to use. There is a business plan, and what that means is when you pay $20 a month, in fact, I'll show you just now. When you pay $19 per month, you get 20% discount on your product. So you have to pay a cost price, and then there's a markup, and the markup of the price that you set it at is your profit. But if you pay $19 per month, you can save a lot of money, and the savings can be quite extensive when you see it. Purchase volume $5,000, you would save $1,000 a month. So when you start selling, the business plan makes sense. So here we've got the store, but the difference is now what you can do is find a product that you want, customize it, and then add it to your shop. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you how this all works. So if you look over here, this is my test WordPress website. You can see that I've set up a men's premium fitted short sleeve crew neck t-shirt. And look at this. This is my test website, and it's imported it on with my very cool logo that needs updated. And it's got all the different variations of it. Now, this is just the default WordPress theme. It's not very fancy. Obviously you'll be using a WooCommerce theme, something that's, an attractive online shop design, and this would look all more professional. But it does illustrate how simple this whole process is. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so I've got a t-shirt there, so let's add something different. In fact, big yellow hoodie. Let's go for the big yellow hoodie. Full zip hoodie. Actually looks quite nice. So got the different options there. Tells you information about it, sizes, etc. So we've got here T-shirts and Sons. It's giving you information about the print providers. Now, when I started selecting, I'll pick a different one to show you this. When you select different products, there are sometimes different options. So T-shirts, adult tee, for example. The one that I chose had lots of different brands. Different brands and different print providers. You'll see this at the top as well. There's some different print providers, different brands. And sometimes the product that I chose, this fitted t-shirt, I actually gave me an option of 3 or 4. So go back and I'll try and find my big yellow hoodie. So registration takes seconds to sign up for. You don't have to give any banking details, anything like that. You just put in your email. And here we go, big yellow hoodie. Let's stick with that. So I'm just going to take you through the process. As I said, the only thing that I've done before here is sign up, which takes seconds, and then you'll be taken to this page. And it's got all the information there about size guide, etc. So there's a few things that you need to pay attention to. Obviously the price, because the more expensive an item is, the cost, that this is what it would be cost to you, you need to put more of a margin on to make money. So it's got the average production time, and you can print on the back and the front. When I chose this t-shirt, I could print on the front, the back, the neck, and the sleeves. So it does depend on the product, what you customize, you know, what you can do. You've got all the different colors there as well. And you've got the sizes. So when you've chosen a product, this is the area that you'll see. This is the, I don't know, you call it the product modification area. They call it the edit mode. So you've got, you can switch this around. I believe you can. Oh, that's not working just now. Why is that not working? Ah, that's it. So change the front and back. Try to think, well, that refreshes it, that's why it doesn't do anything. The rotate button there doesn't seem to be working. I'm sure that worked before. This always happens when you start recording, something goes wrong. So, you can put any design on the front and the back. Now, you're actually priced by, you know, what you put on it. So if you're selling, you can see all the different sizes. All the sizes, they all cost the same in this situation. And then you've got the pricing table. You will be charged an extra $5.40 for a design on the front or the back. That basically means if you're going to sell a plain hoodie top, it will cost you $16.98. And then if you ship at $25, the difference is your profit. Give and take the, you know, the billing, the shipping charges, etc. There's actually a page that shows you all that, but I'll get into that in a second. So that's your cost price, and it's $17. Say if you add on a design at the front, then your cost price will then go up to $22.40 or whatever it is, and then it'll go up even more, you know, like $27 if you add a design to the back. So you need to take that into consideration. Sometimes to make a product more profitable, you may have to actually leave out some designs because you can price yourself out as a competitive market. Now, this is the one area I think that this whole service fails. I noted this in my review. In many print and demand services, when you go to add a design, they've got thousands of stock images, pre-made images and logos. Printify doesn't have that. They really do put everything onto you to do that. So what you need to do is upload your own design, and you can see the design I used last time was my logo, so you can see it there. And in fact, we'll put that on the back as well, just to be even more silly. You can see here it's got the layer size. You can change the positioning. See, you're like, why would you do that? But you can. You can do that if you want. You can add different layers. You can scale it, you know, make it smaller. You can make it bigger if you want, and you can rotate it like that. So I'll leave it jazzy on the back. Now, what I would say is, I think for Printify to become a more complete service, what they really need to do is offer, you know, a range of photos and images and stock images and things like that. Now, you could argue that because they don't offer that, this service, you know, is more unique It means that everyone isn't selling the same thing. You're not going to offer a design that other shop owners are offering. What you're offering is unique. And you can go to, I'm trying to think of an example, Graphic River. I can't remember the extensions, graphicriver.net. You can go to services like this, Print Elements, and you can find, lots of different logos, web elements, graphics, and it's very cheap. You can buy certain things for just a couple of dollars. That's $10, $16, and you can buy those designs and then just upload it to your product, whether it be a t-shirt, a phone case, or whatever. You can design it yourself and upload it. It does have the recommended size here, 4,500 pixels by 5,700. But I do think at the beginning, when people are just still getting used to this service, I think it would be good if they did offer some sort of stock image service just to kind of get people started. That's my thoughts on it. But I hope you guys can see that. Yeah. Hold on now. Tried to... Yeah, you can see that down the bottom. It's the way I've got my browser just now. The save and continue buttons down at the bottom. Just because I've got my browser window too high there, unfortunately. Okay, so we've come out of the designer, which is what they call it. I wasn't sure before. And you can see, obviously you wouldn't want to put this on a hooded t-shirt. You can see how bad it is. But you can see all the different variation. This is the mock-up area. And obviously, if you were designing something, you'd put something a little bit more interesting. I think with a hoodie, something like even a little crest or a little logo on the front and maybe a bigger design on the back would be a little bit more appropriate. When you're finished, continue. Now, this is a good bit. You can change the product title. You can change it to anything you want, but they do add in the description, the style. They add all that in for you. You can add a size table to it as well, imperial or metric, and they'll add that to it. You can see it there. Look, it's quite cool, isn't it? So they give you the template there, and you can just change it any way you want and just put in any information that you want, depending on how you customize it. And then we've got the pricing, and this is the pricing now. They've suggested a profit margin of 40%. So they give you all the different markups here. Retail price, $48, $48, $48. And remember, this is priced upon a logo on the front and the back. If we had went for just the one image on the front or the back, as I said, for hoodie tops, I normally wear something quite minimal. So I think, a small logo at the top left or something like that would be more than fine and arguably look nicer than some crazy big design at the back. Maybe younger kids would prefer that, but when you get older, a little bit more minimal. I think a little logo or something at the left or right would look good. So it would be $5 off of that cost, which means you could sell it for a little bit cheaper. But you can put the price up if you think you can sell at a higher price. You can. Like, there we go. In fact, $150. Let's see who's going to buy that. It really is up to you. Now, here you've got published product on your store. I've already connected my store, so I can't actually show you that part, but it's very, very simple. And you just publish it, and it should be in my store soon. So see, it's publishing now. Now, as far as connecting it, okay, it says it's there. Let's see if that's true. Look at how quick that was. Look at how quick that was. That's really impressive, isn't it? That's it. That's how quick that happens. Now, the idea is now, if this was, for example, I could add this to kevinmuldoon.com. I could, sell some mugs, some gifts or something like that. People could just go in, click on it, hopefully buy the $150 version, and then they handle the rest. They will ship it. They will, they'll send it out to people. They handle the billing. There's not, an extra 4% charge or anything like that. They handle the billing. It's quite clear what profit you're going to make. It's, it's there in black and white. You can change the prices at any time as well. And you can get samples sent out to you as well. In fact, when you look at how you should set up a store, they explain that you should design the product and then go and get samples before you actually sell it. They say that you should hide it on your site and then get samples just to make sure that the alignment and everything is okay the way you want it, and you get some samples sent out to you. And you can just see here, there's some settings for the store. Kevin's store. This is what would be sent out to the customer. So this is, you know, when that hoodie top at $150 is sent out to someone, this is what people would see. You've got the address, you've got the order approval and things like that. Now, when I first set this up, they had to change, because I had some strange setting in Cloudflare set up, it was some security thing. Once I changed that, it became synced the way that it is just now. And all you have to do that, you can see that's a C, but that's just because I've auto-installed WordPress. But you can see here, there's two plugins here. We've got WooCommerce and we've got Printify shipping for WooCommerce. That's it. And all that does is, under shipping, it adds this tab, Printify shipping. That's all that plugin does. And you know, it just helps connect. In addition to that and integrating it with WooCommerce, it does sync it to your WooCommerce store. I mean, you saw how quickly that was. That was really, really impressive. Now, I'll just see. Okay, so I've only tested it so far with WooCommerce. You saw how good it works. I assume it works really well with Shopify as well. I have absolutely no doubt that it works great with Shopify. I'm sure it's going to work well with Etsy when it's released in a few weeks' time. I've been quite impressed with this. I really have. Now, who is this for? Well, it really is for anyone who wants to make money online, but you really, you know, you do obviously have to spend a little money, because Shopify is a hosted service. So if you've got an online shop, then if you've already got a Shopify shop, then you don't have to pay anything. But if you don't, you'd have to get a Shopify store, or you'd have to get a WordPress website with $5-10 a month. But I'm assuming everyone who watches my channel already has a website. So they would go with the WooCommerce route, or they would have a Shopify store and they would use that service. Here's the thing, guys. And although this can be used for someone that doesn't have an online shop, if you already have an online shop, you can just use this to supplement your existing store. So say, for example, you have a store that sells t-shirts, jumpers, mugs, anything like that. All you need to do, is go to their catalog, which will load up soon. And you, for example, say you only sell 10 products on your store. You could go, well, let's sell some bags. I like that bag. I'd like that with my logo on it. And you can just pick and choose what products you want to add to your store. You don't have to add hundreds of products. You can just supplement, you know, the products you've got in your store already with the ones available in the Printify store. So I think it's really cool. I think the whole service is very, very good. I think you can make money from it, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are. So I talked about, I talked about the negative side of it as well. I think this is a great service. It's free to use, so really you've got nothing to lose trying it out. You really don't, because it only takes a minute or so to sign up. You simply just put in your email, your name and an email, and then once you've signed up, it's just a matter of installing that plugin. That one there, for if you've got a WordPress website, that is. And then you saw how quickly that was. I mean, if I had to go through just now, let's go through and just show you how quick this is. Okay, women's favourite tee. I like that. This is what I was talking before, actually, with the different print providers. You've got this t-shirt, but you can actually get it made by different companies. Art Gun, Colorado, Timberline, T-Shirt and Sons, and you can see the different prices that will cost you, the different production time. You can see this one, the UK is quicker. That's what I used last time, but let's go with the Timberline this time because there's 23 base colours. You start designing. I'm going to go with plain. In fact, no, I'm not. I think you need to select a logo anyway. I've got my beautiful logo in there. In fact, I'll reduce. So we've got the mockups, description, going to be selling this at $16 for a profit of $6.46. Publish to my store. And it's publishing the product. And I'm not speeding this up. There we go. That's how quick it is. Now I've got women's favourite tea. I think I was so quick the thumbnail hadn't even generated. That's how quick it was. So the process of adding products to your store is insanely good. I really love, they've really set this up really, really well. Two areas I think they need to address. One thing is that during the product designing process, they need to add some stock images and a large collection of stock images, logos, icons, just things like that, just to make it the whole process of creating products simple. And then, you know, for those of you who do want to use a unique logo, they can do it. But for others that don't, then they've got that there. Some example products would be a good idea as well. You know, it'd be good to see some, you know, here's some things that you could use it as a template, and then you can modify it, that kind of thing, using those stock images. The other thing is, I think they've got a great range of t-shirts and clothing and things like that. I'd like to see some other products put in there. From my point of view, you know, from a, say you're a website owner and you want to go to, say, a conference, I'd love to see things like USB drives and, you know, badges, yo-yos, just random products like that you could go and just give out with your logo on it and help promote, or just sell it on your website. So it'd be good to see it. Like, I think their clothing range is really good, but it'd be good to see some other accessories and different brands added to it. And I'm sure they will in the future. You know, that I'm sure that the fact that they're adding more stores, and I get the impression that they're still expanding as a company, as a service. So this has been Printify, and I'll just go there. So the domain is printifyapp.com. I will leave a link underneath, obviously. You can check it out, but please do check out my full review as well, where I talk about, you know, what I like, what I don't like, etc. But by and large, I think this is a fantastic service, and especially if you've got a store already, a Shopify store or a WooCommerce store, you can just add up, you know, just add in a couple of products here and there, test the waters, and, you know, if someone buys something, they do. If they don't, well, you've not lost anything. You're just adding it to your shop, adding another product to your store. You're not, if no one buys anything, you've not lost anything. You've not bought products to put in a container, you know, to put in your storeroom. Nothing. They handle everything. That is how it works, you know, print on demand. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're looking for a way to make money selling things online, check out Printify. Free to sign up, and that's there. Sign up. It's free. Free to sign up, so you've really got nothing to lose, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you do. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you do check this out, this service out as well. I think it's a really good service, free to try, and nothing to lose, guys. Let's make some money. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave any questions you've got below in the comment area, and I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.